which will be properly introduced later. Outgoing President Lope Bado Jr., together with the outgoing members of the Board of Directors for fiscal year 2020-2021, National Committee Chairs for this fiscal year 2020-21, outgoing chapter presidents and their respective councils, RSRs, the incoming members of the Board of Directors, National Committee Chairs and Co-Chairs, chapter presidents and their respective councils and committee members, RSRs, and all PICPA officers for fiscal year 2021-2022, past PICPA presidents and other past PICPA officers in attendance, PICPA members, other colleagues in the profession, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon to each and every one of you. Planning during these challenging times in a highly volatile environment is difficult but very crucial, even if our ultimate goals and courses of action have already been set in our minds. It takes a great deal of time and effort to translate the vision into meaningful and achievable goals, all for the advancement and welfare of our beloved institute, its members, and its other stakeholders. My heart is really full of gratitude to see all of you today in this planning conference. This is a testament to your commitment and dedication to accelerate our recovery, strengthen our relevance, and reinforce our competitive advantage. These indeed demonstrate our seriousness and resoluteness as we approach our duties and responsibilities as the incoming leaders of our beloved PICPA. But the bigger challenge now is how we can steer PICPA into navigating its way through the uncharted territories. Our urgent and agile response to transform is aspirational, and the challenges of transforming our culture, our mindset, and our leadership are real and unimaginable. It requires us to think outside the box. It requires us to put in more courage in pushing our agenda. It requires us to radically shift our mindset to be able to embrace the changes and possibilities it entails, not to mention the required investments in time, people, and resources. With all this in mind, I paused, I stepped back, and I reflected upon what really matters to PICPA and us, its constituents. What are the things to focus on to be able to build PICPA's transformative capabilities? I believe that the future of PICPA will continue to be anchored on what I consider as the 5 strategic pillars, namely professional development, membership services, partnership with regulators and international alliances, community and social responsibility, and the last but not the least, capacity building. First, we will highlight the importance of continuous professional development, which to my mind is the core commitment of PICPA to its members. I strongly believe that lifelong learning is key to future-proofing the accountancy profession. Through the various professional development-related committees, we will continue to identify knowledge gaps and professional training needs of our members. We will always endeavor to improve our CPD offerings. Second, we will improve and expand our membership services. Our members must stay purposeful and relevant at all times. And since their needs and wants are evolving, we must transcend beyond our traditional member services, as these may no longer be sufficient to serve their changing needs. Third, we will continue to strengthen PICPA's relationship with regulators, the PRC BOA, SEC, BIR, among others. It shall support initiatives that aim to improve the profession and the lives of the Filipino accountants in various fields. PICPA will be the voice and the bridge to create a meaningful connection between its members and the regulators. We will also continue to strengthen our international alliances with IFAC, CAPA and AFA, as well as with other professional organizations in our effort to fortify the Filipino accountants' footprints in the global arena. This will afford them broader experiences and opportunities that will make PICPA and the Philippine accounting profession to be at par or even better with global standards of professional organization, practice skills, and mindset. Fourth, we will continue to embark on purposeful projects that have long-lasting impact on the well-being of the various publics we serve. We will continue to pursue projects that will create and introduce changes geared towards improving the quality of life of the accounting professionals, the public, and the enterprises we serve, as well as the community we dwell in. But for all of this to happen, we need to strengthen PICPA as an organization. Thus, the fifth and last pillar is the capacity building of PICPA. We need to revisit PICPA's operational processes to address the continuing threat of the COVID-19 pandemic to the organization and its membership, and review its priorities and upscale its manpower. The business as usual might put PICPA at risk of its existence and significance, and therefore all facets of its operations, infrastructure, and people need to evolve and be reinforced to keep up with the enormous demands and challenges of the new world order. Our ISO certification last year is a big step, but we still have a long way to go. It is therefore necessary and urgent that we work and invest on PICPA's capacity building, as this is the foundation for us to be able to complete our transformation. These, to my mind, are the strategic pillars on which we zero in our plans and programs. At this point, allow me to present to you our priority programs, which I believe are transformational and impactful to PICPA. First is on digital transformation. In the past, PICPA had initiated programs that relate to automation, like the adoption of Blue App, online election, and QuickBooks, to name a few. This year, we will approach this digital transformation holistically and in many more facets of PICPA's operation, including optimizing the efficiency of existing automated processes. A digital roadmap will be created to guide us in this endeavor to ensure that our transformation will be holistic and not fragmented, synchronized, and not sporadic. This digital transformation blueprint will cover: 1. The development of an integrated membership database system from being a repository of membership details into one that functionally addresses most, if not all, needs of members and supports activities of PICPA. Second, the expansion of the functionality of QuickBooks and enhance the financial reporting system from one that merely combines into one that really consolidates. So, third, the upskilling of PICPA IT Group, the development of technology support plan for SMEs and SMPs, a document management system, and last but not the least, the development of a fully interactive and integrated PICPA website for the national office, GAOs, regions, and chapters. Second of these priority projects would be on professional development. We will develop and implement what we call the Professional Development Version 2.0 or PD 2.0, which we hope will leapfrog the professional growth of our members. Under this program, we will institutionalize PICPA's CPD process through the introduction of a PICPA Academy, which we believe will improve the nature and quality of CPD courses and topics we will offer on the basis of the real needs of our members. PICPA Academy had been a buzzword for so many years, yet we never saw anything come to life. It may sound ambitious this time, but this is what PICPA needs. This is what our membership needs. In fact, this is also the ask of our regulators. I know it will be a long journey, but we hope we can start laying a solid groundwork during the year. At least we could start with the framework organizational structure, and maybe with sample persons, we will do the best we can to fast track this program. Also under PD 2.0, we will step up our efforts to hasten PICPA's transition for the eventual adoption of the professional qualification framework. We will craft a transition plan to guide our GAUs, regions, and chapters in migrating to a more learning-driven CPD that is PQF compliant. As we understand, the PQF is nearing final approval by the PRC, hence we expect its implementation anytime soon during the year. Meantime, we will continue to offer webinars while preparing for the transition, and we'll explore other effective online training pedagogies and modalities like workshops and video on demand. Third of the priority project is on development of SMEs and SMPs. Many of the international organizations, including professional associations, are focusing their initiatives on SMEs in recognition of their role as vital tool for economic growth. The accountancy profession and PICPA for that matter should likewise aspire to help more in the capacity building of our SMEs as the driver of growth of our economy, and our SMPs as the trusted advisors and partners of SMEs in their transformation journey. In response to these realities, we will implement programs that will capacitate our SMEs and SMPs. First, we'll conduct surveys to assess their e-practices and determine areas where we can help capacitate their technological competencies, like probably developing e-working papers for SMP. We will continue to conduct workshops to reinforce skills on financial and regulatory reporting and contribute ideas for their overall operational efficiency. We will continue to collaborate with concerned agencies like the Cooperative Development Authority for Cooperatives, the Department of Trade and Industry, and local government units for SMEs to determine where PICPA can help in developing and empowering SMEs. There will also be other programs that people will embark on. To cite a few, it will run programs and activities that will support the initiatives of PR-BOA and PRC in rolling out the core and in pursuing the amendments of the accountancy law to the extent we deem beneficial to the profession. As we continue with our partnership with SEC for the review of sustainability reports of public companies, PICPA will also try to adopt its own sustainability reporting starting this year. These programs may sound ambitious, but if we work together, we can all make this happen. We may not be able to fully accomplish them all in 1 year, but at least we would have laid the plans and set directions and achieved some milestones with the hope that succeeding PICPA leadership will continue them and see through their full implementation. Everyone must embrace all the projects as PICPA projects and not DALI or anyone's projects. We need to stop being term conscious. The theme is not about one person coming in and making a difference. The theme is a call for unity towards the realization of PICPA's long-term strategic goals and aspirations. Let this conference serve more than just the laying of foundations, but a springboard to catapult us to new heights. As the vanguards of our beloved PICPA, it falls to us to determine its future and long-term growth strategy. I am confident, however, that with courage, vision, and innovation, we will persist and succeed. Our collective strength and dynamism will truly be unstoppable as we set our sights on new horizons and boldly transform to attain them. I wish each and everyone the best of this planning conference. Let us give our best ever for our members, our region, our organization, our profession, and our country, all for the glory of God Almighty. Again, a pleasant afternoon to all of you.